Hey, Bo here. Remember we used this calendar from last year, took it apart, and the easiest way that I found to take mine apart was to take the gold ring out of it. And I'm saving these because I think these colorful edges, if I cut just off the ends here, they kind of look like a movie strip. One on top, one on bottom, and maybe some pictures through that on a card. I think I'll have to see if that really comes to light and looks the way I think it might look, but that's what I'm keeping those for. And then these are all the monthly dividers from the calendar that are very thick cardstock that would make great fronts of cards, and they have all these designs and they're beautiful. And then the other thing I got out of these, this one calendar anyway, kind of have regrets of all the calendars I've thrown away, but I'm just now thinking of these things. I cut off all the sides of the pages. Actually, this is why this is kind of cut off here, because these notes were here, and then I cut off the year. There were little calendars here, a month, I think it was the prior month, and it had the year on it, so I cut them off, which is why they're shorter than the page. Then what I'm going to do is glue the top, and then these will be like notepads. They're not perfect. They're not perfectly cut like you can cut in a machine, but they're good enough for me. I will definitely keep these around the house and use them. Now, one thing I have used before is this Paper Source bookbinding and for paper and arts, and it works. I've used this before making scrap pads, which one day would be really fun to make. Just create some pages and create a few darling little notepad. But all you really do is you take this bookbinding glue, and then it's just soft enough, gooey and gluey enough that you can tear a page off evenly like we're used to doing. And what I did was I already clamped these together. This is how I think I'm going to do it. And I'll paint the tops, and then we'll come back tomorrow and see what kind of little notepads we have. So they're about the same size. I kind of divvied these up equal. And the only thing I really care about is that they're even on this top side, the side that I'm going to glue. And I could go like this, but I'm going to go like this because otherwise I'd have to hold it perfectly and then avoid the glue putting the clamp on. But now I can put the clamps on now before I glue. And another impressive thing about this bookbinding glue is it's old. I thought I was going to open it. It was going to be dried. It's very much like it was when I bought it, and I bet it's 10 years old. So let's see how it works. It looks fine. It doesn't look separated. It does not look like I needed my husband to get the lid off, but that was it. And this is just what it looks like. Just kind of like a thick kind of pasty glue, and we'll just paint it on the ends and see how it goes. I don't see any separation, so I'm just gonna paint the ends and see what we end up with. I am sure it's a little thicker than it needs to be, but I think it's gonna work fine. I've not used other glues for bookbinding before. So I don't know if they work. I just know this is specifically for that. Okay, I think that touches all the little pages. And so I think let's see if I think that'll suspend off my mat and sit and dry all night. And then what we'll do is we'll just pick up where we are tomorrow, and then we'll work further on all the things we can use from this calendar, this one-year calendar. When you pick out your calendar from here on out, think about, oh, when I'm done with this, I have ideas on how to use this. All right, there we go. So let's come back tomorrow. Let's meet tomorrow, and let's see how our little notepads are. They should be nice and dry. I don't think I'm going to need 2 coats, but we will take a look and see what we can do. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so it's the next day. Let's see what we have here. Oh, that is nice. That works really good. This feels very smooth. So it's a thick paste, this book binding, and it does really good. So let's see. So they're all stuck together very nicely and should tear off very nicely too, which it does, kind of pops off. Yep, it does it. So we have notepads. This is very good, very good. And I will definitely use these. These have hung together really well too. So that's a second idea that we have from a used calendar. If yours has the little notes section, cut them up. Let's bind them together and use it again.